I still don't know what to do with my hands. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Finally, it's been a while. Anyways, I got a new pistol to show you. I want to go over. It's another 1911 Rock Island Armory, and do a little unboxing video. Go over what it comes with, features, all the good things, and yeah. So let's talk about it. Get my overhead camera recording here so you guys can see what I'm doing. So, standard box that it comes with. Pull the pistol out. I'll have to unwrap that here in just a second. Looks like it comes with one magazine so far. Of course, the inspection tags. Set that over yonder here. All the books that it comes with. And it looks like it comes with a nice little range bag. So we'll close this guy up and get it out of our road. Small workspace, don't want to deal with too much clutter. Let's open this bag up and see what we got in here. Let's see. That's not a bad bag. I don't ever use these, but pocket for random things, magazine holder, hold your pistol in place. Yeah, it looks like it's about it. Kind of disappointed there's not more pockets. Throw that over here out of the way as well. So, 8-round mag, standard 1911. That's what you get. Downside is, you only get one. Now, let's get this pistol out. Ooh, it's covered in the shipping goo. So, since it's covered in shipping goo, grab my handy dandy rag. Let that guy just slide out of there. Perfect. Pull this slide back, get that guy out of there. Throw it in the garbage with the rest of this stuff. So, let's give this thing a little bit of a wipe down. Get some of that off there for the time being. This is one of my third 1911 I think I own now. I love this platform, they're good guns. Next goal in life is to get myself a 2011. We'll see how that goes. So, let's go ahead and get this little tag here out of our road. Yeah, screw it, I'll leave it for right now. Got G10 grips on here. I sure do like the texture of these grips. That does feel good. Feels like you can get a good firm grip. You know, you get some of these and they got these smooth handles. I'll hold it up, show the camera on this side too. I do like the way that looks. So, this is a Rock Island Armory pistol. Like I said, 1911, full size, so it's a 5-inch barrel on this. It's got an ambi safety. That's pretty solid. Didn't notice that when I picked it up. I thought this one had a tack rail on it for some reason, but it doesn't. So, with that being said, I'm not one for decking out 1911s all that well. I think they're just fine the way that they are. But, considering how much I paid for this guy, there we go. Considering how much I paid for this guy, I might take a little bit of time, a little bit of money, and deck this thing out. See what it looks like if I can add some accessories to it. I do wish it had a rail on it, but that's okay. See what the sights look like. Doesn't look like there's much for sights. See if I can line it up with this camera to where you can see a little better. I mean, it's all right, but it ain't the best. again, you get what you pay for with these kinds of guns and deals and buys. So while I've got it out, I would like to clean it before I do this, but maybe I'll make another video on it after I clean it. So I clean it, I'm gonna get it to range, gonna shoot it for you guys, see what you guys think. But let's do the old trigger test here. I did this in the store and I was not very impressed with the safety on the, or the trigger pull on this. Guess I'm still not. I wonder what's holding me up. Not the best 1911 trigger I ever felt, but let's try this other one, see if I can get it pulled back with this other one. Turn it on first. Oh, it says the battery's about dead. That's not a bueno. Dumbass. Know what I did? There's a rear safety that's got to be held. So let's try this guy. I'll get the batteries changed out in that one. Now let's try it. Almost 5.5 pounds. Let's do another one. Yeah, she needs cleaned. Get her cleaned, get her oiled up right. That one says almost 6. Yeah, 5.5, about average. But that might change once I get this thing cleaned, get it to the range, shoot some rounds through it, see how she runs. Quick down and dirty video. I don't know how much in depth I can go, how much more in depth I can go. This is your standard government model 45 ACP 1911. It's got your grip safety here. So as we just learned in this video a second ago, you got to depress that in order for the trigger to work. So for right now, that's where I'm going to end it. I'm going to get this thing cleaned up, get it out to the range, see how she runs, and I'll get back with you guys. With that being said, okay, so here we are at the range portion of this video. I got that 1911 out, so let's fire up, see what kind of groupings we can do with it. That isn't bad. I put her about 10 yards out. That's not bad grouping there, if you guys can see that all right. Let's load up another mag, see how she runs. Looks like I threw one a little bit. That's the second mag to this brand new pistol. So far, so good. Slow down and take a little bit more time. We'll do one more group and then we'll see about switching over to the shotgun here a little bit. Looks like I'm pulling my shots to the left a little bit. So let's have a little bit of fun with this. I'm gonna pick you up and move you. So we're gonna come right over here. Let's see. What does that say? Too little or too much trigger finger? Well, let's see if we can make some adjustments and fix that real quick. Move you guys back. Get you set up where I'm happy with you. Have to bear with me while I load up another magazine. Cleaned it up some. Just a little bit more concentration on the trigger. So, with that being said, I want to throw into this video a little something extra for you. Something to help you be more accurate. I'm sure a lot of you guys know about it. I'll walk back over there and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So, one of the big problems that you run into with accuracy is people coming all the way off the trigger. What I want to teach you is trigger reset. So, I'm going to come grab the camera, I'll move it over a little bit closer so I'm not having the firearm behind the firearm. I'll get you over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll find out here in a minute how good of it I have you guys on camera, but let's talk about the trigger reset. So, with an unloaded firearm, you always want to make sure you're safe and clear when you're doing stuff like this. But let's just get into it. This will help with your accuracy, and a lot of the trigger resets are different. I've shot guns that you hear an audible click and you feel it in your finger once that trigger resets, and I've shot some where it's almost non-existent to find out where that trigger reset is. You really got to focus on it, pay attention to where you hit it at. But for your trigger reset, whenever you put the slide forward first, so you pull the trigger, hold that trigger to the rear, rack another round, and then slowly let off. And as you slowly let off this pistol, you'll hear that click. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. That's where you want to stop and hold your finger in that same spot. You don't want to come all the way off, because then you'll get the slack back into your trigger again, and you got to pull through that slack for your follow-up shot. If you just let that trigger reset, you have no wall, nothing that you got to worry about hitting, and it helps improve your accuracy tenfold, in my opinion. Just learning that little trick right there. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'll show it to you one more time. Come off real slow. Hear that click. Don't go any further. And then your follow-up shot's just right there. If you take your finger off the trigger, you can see, hopefully, I got to pull. There's only very minimal slack there to pull, but I feel I got to pull slack before I hit the wall, and then I can release the trigger. So, that's down and dirty on that. Hopefully it made sense. Hopefully it's in frame. I've said it before in other videos. Be good people. Don't put too much stock in the celebrities and what they think about the world. I guess as a community for the 2A, stop getting at each other's throats. You know, whether somebody does something one way, somebody does something the other, who cares? You know, listen to everybody's story, respect everybody's story. There's no need to go after each other. It's just wasted time, wasted energy. Do your best to be positive. Be a positive light in the world, not one that's got to downgrade people to make yourself feel better. It's not worth it. But anyhow, see you guys here in a bit once I get this thing cleaned up and to the range. Have a good one.